Hey my friends, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. I'm Melissa, and I have for you another week of meal ideas for your meal planning. These are super easy to make. They are very family friendly, and most of them are pretty quick, so stay tuned. Alright, we're having chicken tacos tonight, so I'm going to make my own salsa. And to do this, I use a large can of whole tomatoes peeled, some salt, lime juice, an onion, some cilantro. I picked these jalapenos from our garden, but they're really small. So hopefully that's enough. You need garlic and some cumin. And what I do is I drain the juice of the can into a bowl that I'm going to have my salsa in. And then I dice half the onion, and I dice or chop up real good some of the cilantro as well as some of the jalapeno. And I set that to the side. Then I put everything else in a blender because I do like some chunks in my salsa, so that's why I chop some of this up and set it to the side so it doesn't all get blended. So anyway, let me go ahead and get the onion cut up, and I'll probably just put these into the blender and chop this up separately. So let me get started. If you're new to my channel, I wanted to just take a minute to tell you a little bit about my channel. I love all things homemaking, whether it's meal ideas, home decor, home organization, shopping hauls. If you like that sort of thing, then I would love it if you would subscribe. All right, so I have my jalapenos, my cilantro, and my onions chopped up. So I'm going to set them to the side. Well, actually, before I set them to the side, I have my can of tomatoes that I've opened. And so I'm just going to drain the juice into here. All right. Then I'm going to put the tomatoes in here. I don't know if I'll use all of them because I don't have as many jalapenos, so I don't want to make it too mild. But anyway, all right, set that to the side. Then I'm just going to add the onions. I'm going to add the cilantro, and I just cut it off of the stem. I didn't chop it or anything. And then I'm going to put the jalapenos in there. I'm going to put some salt. The salt helps cut the bitterness of the tomatoes. And then I'm going to put some cumin, maybe like half a teaspoon of cumin. Put my lid on. And then I am just going to pulse it until everything is well blended. I did forget the garlic, so I need to add the garlic. And I guess you want to add maybe a clove. So maybe 2 cloves. Put that in there. I knew I was forgetting something. And then keep pulsing. All right. Now that that is done, move all this. pour it into the bowl. Stir it up. And then I'm gonna juice my lime and add the lime juice. These limes are pretty small, so this is about 1.5. But if they were normal size limes, it would be about 1 lime. So you just keep adding the lime juice until you get it to the consistency that you like and also the taste you like. So this is what it looks like right now. So it's still a little thick for me, so I'm just gonna keep adding some lime. I use this John Foles chicken and some taco seasoning for the chicken for the tacos. So once the chicken starts cooking a little bit and thawing out, then I give it a good chop, and because I like the little bits, I don't like the long slices of chicken. So I get it chopped up and I add the taco seasoning along with some water and just let it finish cooking, and then you can top it with whatever you like on your tacos. I use lettuce, cheese, onions, and my salsa. All right, on this particular night, I had planned to make sausage and onion and bell pepper in the skillet, and I was gonna serve it with some bacon wrapped green beans and some barbecue beans. And so to make this, I usually just heat oil in a skillet. I put the sausage slices into the skillet, as well as the bell pepper and onion, and I cook it on a medium to medium low heat, and I cook it covered for part of the time and uncovered for the rest of the time. And so that's what I'm doing. And we had sort of a kitchen mishap. Well, this is what I was gonna make for dinner. I was getting the green beans prepped. All of a sudden I heard this poof, and I turn around and my lid has completely shattered. And then when I try to lift it, I didn't even have it, I don't even think I had it on medium. And look, when I lift this, oh yeah, look, it's just completely shattered. So yeah, not having that for dinner, because I'm sure when I lift this up, glass is just gonna fall in there. So looks like we're gonna have pizza tonight. So meal idea tip is to always have pizza in the freezer. Tonight for dinner, we are having BBQ pulled pork stuffed potatoes, or I guess baked potatoes with BBQ pulled pork. So I've got some pork tenderloin in here in the crock pot, and it's actually kind of late in the day, so I'm going to cook it on high. We'll maybe have to eat a little bit later, but I've got some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and I don't have a ton of it, so I'm going to use this that we got in Gatlinburg in, I guess, May. It is a spicy select bourbon barbecue sauce. I don't know, so I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to cook it on high, and it's probably going to cook for about, I don't know, 4 hours on high. That should be enough. I mean, not enough barbecue sauce, but enough time. The Sweet Baby Ray's is a little thicker than the barbecue sauce I got from Tennessee, but I let it go ahead and cook, and when it's almost done. After probably about 3 hours, I can start shredding it, but I see that the sauce is pretty thin. So I went ahead and put some of the barbecue sauce in a container and added some brown sugar to it and mixed it up, and that kind of helped to thicken the sauce up a little bit. And I just added it to the crock pot and let it finish cooking for that, I don't know, I guess remaining hour. And once it was all cooked together, it was a nice consistency. So the brown sugar added to that sauce was the right move. I am making Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, and I saw this on Sammy's channel over at Managing the Maze. I guess I've just never really noticed them in the store before. So when I was at Walmart this week, I saw them. So I thought a Philly cheesesteak sandwich sounded good. So that's what we're having tonight for dinner. I'm gonna put some onions with it. I've got my provolone cheese, and I'll probably put some French fries in the air fryer. So I'm gonna go ahead. I need to get my onions, get those cooked in the skillet, then I'll go from there. All right, I've got some butter in the skillet, and just to make it easy on myself, easier than it already is, I have some onions that have been diced and they were in the freezer, and this is a blend. Let's see, it's a 3 pepper and onion blend. So I'm just going to use this also, and I'm going to cook these and let them caramelize, and then I'm going to remove them from the skillet and cook the meat for the cheesesteak. So I'm going to get this butter melted, and then I'll come back with the vegetables. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add these onions, and we do like a lot of onions, so that's why I'm adding those as well as some of this. That's good. Anyway, I'm just going to cook these onions until they are done, and then I'm going to take them off, like I said earlier, and then I'll add the meat. All right, I have my onions in a little container or a little bowl, and this is how the meat comes out. It's already seasoned, and the brown is actually part of the seasoning, so it's not bad. But and I learned that from Sammy, because I would have probably questioned it, but I did learn that from Sammy on her channel. But anyway, I'm just gonna let these start heating up, and I'm just gonna use my little meat chopper to chop it all up and get them into small little pieces. I'll probably season it with some additional seasoning, like maybe garlic. In fact, let me do that now. I am gonna put some pepper in there. Get that nice and peppery. And let's see. Let me add some Cavenders just because I love Cavenders on anything. And then I'll put some garlic. All right, this is almost done as far as, you know, wellness or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the onions back in there, and I will mix that up real good and just let it finish cooking in there. I did add a little bit of onion powder, but I'm just gonna let this finish cooking while the French fries are in the air fryer, and then it'll be time for dinner. I decided to go ahead and add the provolone cheese into the skillet and let it start melting that way. But once I put all of the cheese on top, of course, based on earlier in my video, you know that my lid is now broken. So I just took a pan and put it on top of the skillet just to kind of keep some of the moisture in so that it would get all nice and melty. But this is what it looks like, and these were actually really, really good. They were definitely some I'll make again. This first dip that I'm gonna make is called boat dip, and I saw it on someone's reel or TikTok. Don't know who it was. So if you're out there and you've made this, here's kudos to you. So anyway, you need a packet of taco seasoning, so I'll use 2 to 3 tablespoons of the taco seasoning. You need 28 ounces of sour cream, a can of Rotel, and about 8 ounces of cheese. Put it all in a bowl, mix it up, and it's as easy as that. And there you go. Super easy and very quick. Now I'm gonna make a pizza dip, and this I'll have the recipe in the description box below, but it requires 1 block of cream cheese, a cup of mozzarella, 3/4 cup of Parmesan. It says pizza sauce, but I had this spaghetti sauce, so I'm just using that, and a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. So it says to mix the cream cheese with the Italian seasoning in a bowl and then put it in a pie dish, but I'm just trying to save containers and time. I'm just gonna put it in here and just mix it in here. It called for the cream cheese to be softened, so that's why I figured I would go ahead and just do it in here, because it is pretty soft. But you're gonna put it in to a pie dish, ungreased, and spread this out. Probably be easier with a spatula. Let me get a spatula. Okay, spread this out. I'm gonna mix, well, I'm just gonna pour half of the mozzarella. Instead of mixing the cheeses, I'm just gonna go ahead and put half and half, but you wanna put half of the cheese down on top of the cream cheese. And then the recipe calls for a can of pizza sauce, and it says 8 ounces. So I'm just gonna cover the top of this with what I think would be about a can. I guess I could have used a measuring thing, but it's fine. All right, that should be good. And then I'm just gonna make sure that's spread out real good. And then you're gonna top it with the rest of the cheese. And you're just gonna put it in the microwave until it's done. I'm gonna put this on first. You're gonna microwave it for like 2 to 3 minutes, or until the cheese is nice and bubbly. And then you can serve it with either tortilla chips, pita bread, which I'm gonna serve mine with pita bread, breadsticks, whatever you like. So that is what it looks like before I get it into the microwave. And I forgot to take a picture right after I took it out of the microwave before we dug in, but this was absolutely delicious. So there you have the meal ideas that we had at our house, and I hope that it helped you with your meal planning, and I hope that there's something in here that you liked that you think you'll make. And once again, I wanted to show you my cracked lid because I'm kind of upset about it. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And if you are new to my channel and you have not subscribed, I would love it if you would click that subscribe button, click the bell button, and leave me a comment below. But if you're looking for more meal ideas, then make sure to click the box you see on the screen right now, and I will see you next time. Bye.